Ladies and gentlemen, we finally got our first developer note discussion for Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm super pumped about this. No intro required. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. Message from Director Tokida. The hunt is on. This is Yu Tokida. In case you didn't know that, he's one of the legendary goats of Monster Hunter. And this is Sujimoto, the guy who always pops up on the Nintendo news. Yeah, but let's go ahead and get into it. Monster Hunter, first of all, round of applause. Monster Hunter sold 10 million copies globally already. That's a lot of carts, all right? That's a lot of MHWilds and Gormagalas kicking ass or getting their ass kicked, one or the other. They have put down a number of things, gratitude included, right here. If you want to read through that, I kind of want to get to the meat and potatoes. They have a future plan update. This was already shared during the update, so we don't need to go over that. Yeah, it's been confirmed that we're going to be fighting Zoashia as well as Arc Tempered Ray Dao. That's been confirmed as well. But Tempered Mizusune, although you can imply it, it wasn't really specified in the update, so at least not to my recollection. But yeah, we're getting a tempered version of Mizu in addition to the regular version, so that's nice. 8-star. More 8-star quests is good because it's such a scarcity on 8-star quests right now. Arc Tempered monsters will make an appearance. We already knew that with Ray Dao, but what I liked, and I saw this in the update, but it's worth mentioning again, the free challenge quests, right? So we're getting Arc Tempered Ray Dao on April 30th, but then we're getting a free challenge quest on May 7th. And the challenge quest is in the arena against Ray Dao, which is really cool. That means you go into the arena and pop off with my mans. I like arena fights because I'm able to practice my speed runs against them without having to run around the goddamn map looking for them and stuff. So yeah, that's really cool. End of May update. All right, now this is the next update. In addition, the update at the end of May will add the tempered monsters, 8-star Gormagala, and the apex predators of each locale: Ray Dao, Uthduna, New Udra, and Jin Dahad. I literally covered this in my review of Monster Hunter. I was like, bro, why we got more 8-stars, bro? Why don't we have Gorm? This is literally straight out of my mouth. Now, of course, I'm a tiny guy in this community, so I doubt they listen to me, but it was something I pointed out. I was like, why the hell don't we have the 8-star versions of these other Apex monsters? Why is it just Arcveld? Well, at the end of the May update, we're finally getting them, and then they even explain why the delay is, which I guess they were still cooking it, man. You know, I think we can all speculate at this point that Monster Hunter was a unfinished game. And you know what? It is what it is, boys. We were impatient. We wanted to play the game, so we got the game early. I don't know. Each of these monsters have had various behind-the-scenes adjustments to make them more resilient, such as increased health, resistance to wounding, and tweaks to multiplier scaling. What that means is they're going to start hitting harder. They're going to be a lot more difficult to kill. And then it's doubly true with resistance to wounding. That means you're not going to be able to open up wounds on them as easy, which I think a lot of the veterans have been wanting for the more challenging fights, because the wound system definitely has enabled us to like stun, flinch, and prevent them from doing attacks more than, you know, people who want to challenge would like that to be. So this is actually a real positive for veteran players who want that challenge, because you're not going to be able to open up those wounds. Challenging monsters will also appear in future updates, so keep an eye out for further information about them. Open up the wounds as often, by the way, not period. Balance adjustments. Here we go. Here we go. First wave of the nerfs and buffs. Oh shit, let's see it. In response to some of the feedback after launch, we're planning to make various adjustments to the game, including weapon balance changes. Ooh, man, it's crazy coming from the gacha genre, because this shit just don't happen in the gacha genre, right? It happens in Monster Hunter. That's why I love this game. I'm happy, bro. These will be implemented gradually with each upcoming title update in order to make the game more enjoyable for everyone for a longer period of time. Depending on the content, these changes may take some time to prepare. Understandable. For example, we're currently carefully considering upward adjustments for the hammer. What? Oh, the hammer's getting the buffs. They said they're considering it, which means it's absolutely going to happen. You know what's funny, man, is like the hammer is a great class. I've been playing it a lot off stream. But it does feel a little bit weaker. Not a lot, though. It's not like it's insanely weak. The stuns enable you to deal a shit ton of free damage, and you use that paralysis hammer on top of that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The class isn't like fucking hunting horn weak in terms of speed runs, but it's underperforming, not by, I would say, a wide margin. It's just a little bit of a margin. So they'll probably do a little bit of tweaks to give it a little love. But hey, hammer mains, rejoice, celebrate, boys. Nuclear W incoming. I don't know when. And then looking at overall weapon balance adjustments with a goal to implement them either in the end of May update or the second title update in summer. So the big nuclear, right? We're getting a nuclear update here shortly, but then another nuclear update isn't coming until summer, which that could be anywhere from June, July, or August. Who the fuck knows? But usually those are the big boys. Okay, so some unintentional, overpowered things will be adjusted downward. Oh shit. Oh no, don't be nerfing my glaive, bro. Nah, don't be nerfing my insect glaive, brother. Please. I know we out here cooking. Y'all, you mean gun lance? That's what you mean. Yeah. You need to tune down the gun lance, boys. All right, stay away from my insect glaive. That shit takes skill. All right, it takes skill. But we will also be adjusting other parts upward, making for a generally balanced update. Okay, that's cool, man. Now, I really do think Insect Glaive is, I mean, I'll be honest, that whirl up in the air is really fucking strong. If they tune that down, I get it. But everything else about the Insect Glaive really is skill-based. The Corrupted Mantle was overtuned at launch. Ooh. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. And I can already foresee people bitching and complaining because they're nobody likes nerfs. I am a huge advocate of nerfs. I'm a huge advocate for balancing a game to make other tools more viable. Right now in the game, people are using a corrupt mantle over a fucking evasion mantle on classes that evade, like dual blades and stuff. And that's just ridiculous. Like, what's the purpose of even having the other mantles if nobody's gonna use them? I think that's perfectly fine to tune this shit down to where it's still the best in slot on some classes that really can take advantage of it. But for classes like bow and hell, even dual blades, even longsword, when it counters, you know what I mean? I think they should have the evasion mantle put on them because that's more coherent and cohesive, I guess, with their methodical approach of playing or being utilized. I mean, causing it to build up more damage than expected, thus narrowing the range of options for choosing other mantles. Exactly. In the first title update, the effect of the corrupted mantle will be adjusted downwards, while the other mantles will be adjusted upwards. Ooh, let's go. Okay, you know what I think? Because this shit pissed me off. The corrupted mantle lasted 120 seconds, was the strongest fucking mantle in the game, and the evasion mantle lasted 90. I'm like, bro. Furthermore, the cooldown period was the exact same on all mantles. I was like, this shit don't make no sense. Like, whose mans decided that, bro? So that's huge. I think we can expect probably evasion mantle to go up to 120 seconds, maybe, or maybe they decrease the overall cooldown, which I think is 600 seconds, bro. That's a bit ridiculous. Balancing the lineup mantles to suit everyone's style of play. Yeah, that's awesome. This is good. I will say I haven't been using my tool specialist because, like I said, even if tool specialist reduces the cooldown by 50%, you still got a 3 fucking minute wait, bro. That's a long ass time. I'm gonna be honest, it's a really long time. So it's not, and then it costs, I think it costs, does it cost 5 levels of tool specialist in order to get 50%? I can't really remember. It's already left my brain, but that's a lot of space taken up in your decos to the point where I just didn't think it was worth. But if they could like tune that out, a lot more people might start putting tool specialists in their builds to take advantage of those cooldowns. Quality of life improvements. We'll continue to make quality of life improvements to the game in all areas, not just the one listed below, for points that players are finding inconvenient, like the other changes. These will be implemented gradually in the forthcoming updates. Yeah, this game could use some QOL in terms of its UI system and like searching for shit, you know, obviously like joining multiplayer and stuff. It's just, dude, it's so early 2000s, it's insane. First of all, in the first title update, we've made various functions available in the Grand Hub, and I've also made several adjustments, such as reducing the waiting time when accessing facility functions in each locales. Okay, I mean, we haven't even gotten access to this yet. In addition, although some of these improvements are included in the above adjustments, we will make it easier to access the info you need through UI and UX improvements in future updates. Oh, thank God, bro. But that Japanese UI is the real end game, boys. The team also will continue to make additional adjustments and improvements to further enhance the overall feel of the game, to curate an even smoother gameplay experience, including but not limited to the ease of restocking items, checking skill information, participating in multiplayer quests, and using the secret or chocobo in camera behavior during hunts. Thank God, man. Yes. Oh God, dude. All of this is needed, dude. All of it is needed desperately. Thank God they're addressing all of it. Like I said, boys, I never doubted them for 1 second. The Monster Hunter devs are always going to eventually get the things you're looking for in the game. Improving game stability in other additions. The team is continuing to identify stability issues and make improvements where possible, especially on the Steam version. I thankfully haven't ran into anything in recent days. This will be an ongoing process. We'll aim to make continual steps forward in this area and respond to critical issues. Improvements coming very soon include a reduction in VRAM usage and an upgrade to the direct storage version of the Steam version in Free Title Update 1. These should result in an overall improvement in stability for our PC players. And there it is, boys. Some improvements are coming, man. Now, some of y'all on them Nokia 3000s, bro, your shit is cooked no matter what, buddy. But hey, for a lot of PC players, you're finally getting those PC updates and improvements that you were looking for. At least I hope. We'll see what happens. Thank you for your patience as we continue to address reported issues and improve the overall technical experience for players on all platforms. Look forward to continued improvements in Free Title Update 1 and future updates and patches to come. Game cycle balance adjustments. In addition, you also plan to take a wider look at overall gameplay flow, which encompasses a range of things such as the in-game economy, balance, and other areas. Yeah, as usual, bro, the economy in Monster Hunter games is just so fucking. I wish the economy in Monster Hunter games was the economy in real life. God damn, bro, we'd all be eating, bro. We're also planning on addressing elements that require more time for preparation, starting with overall game balance, including downward adjustments. We will update what we have further information regarding elements that are planned to be addressed in future updates. More information on additional features. Some of the additional features that we've seen requested from the community are scheduled to be implemented in future updates. As we just announced in the MHWilds showcase, we plan to implement a list where you can see a preview of each endemic life you captured in the update coming at the end of May. In addition, layered weapons will be coming in future update. Fuck yeah, bro. Ugly ass Artian weapons, brother. I'm tired of using them shits. As more information on layered weapons become available, we'll be sure to share it with you. Looking ahead, we will continue to add new elements. Damn, that one caught me off guard, bro. I ain't gonna cap. Woo! All right, time to make Hunter Wilds even more enjoyable for all hunters through our free content update. I can't even read. While at the same time making further improvements. We will do our best. Oh man, and that you will enjoy the collaboration with another Capcom title in the update at the end of May, as well as the additional features and future updates. So we hope you enjoy it. Thank you for your continued support and happy hunting. All right, that was huge, guys. That was massive. In terms of collaboration speculations, yeah, it might be Street Fighter, man. You know, I mean, they did Devil May Cry in Monster Hunter World. They also did The Witcher, which is not Capcom. They did Akuma. What else did they do? They did a couple of them, man. I know they did a lot of Street Fighter, but then again, when you drop a brand new Street Fighter, then there ends up being, it's like basically like resetting the collaboration opportunity again. It'd be nice if we got some shit like Beautiful Joe up in here, bro. You know, oh yeah, they did Resident Evil as well in World, if I remember correctly. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm looking forward to whatever the hell they have in store. I'm sure they'll be cooking up something that people will enjoy. That's it. Thanks for watching. Peace, love, and happiness, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.